Peppa Pig Bicycle Race. It is a lovely sunny day. Peppa and George are going out for a ride. Peppa rings her bell. Ding ding. Come on, George, she says. Follow me. Peppa is riding her bicycle. George is riding his tricycle. Hurry up, George, calls Peppa. You're going so slowly, says George. Peppa sees her friends, Danny Dog, Susie Sheep, and Rebecca Rabbit. They are riding their bicycles too. Danny points down the hill. Let's have a race to the bottom, he says. Danny, Susie and Rebecca ride very fast. Peppa rides quite fast. George does not ride very fast at all. George is riding a baby bike, snorts Peppa. So are you, says Danny. You've still got stabilisers. Peppa looks down at her bike. It is the only one with stabilisers on it. Let's ride up the hill again, says Danny. No, says Peppa. I think I'll stay here. Peppa asks Daddy Pig to take her stabilisers off. Do you think you can ride without them? He says. I can do it, Peppa nods. I can. She gets on her bicycle and starts pedalling. Uh-oh, Peppa falls onto the grass. Riding without stabilisers is hard. George giggles. It is not funny. Peppa frowns. Daddy Pig helps Peppa to get back on her bicycle. Let's try again, he says. Ready, steady, go! Don't let go of me, Daddy, says Peppa. Don't worry, says Daddy Pig. I've got you. Peppa pedals faster and faster. You're doing really well, shouts Daddy Pig. Peppa looks round. Daddy Pig has let go. Ho ho, he cries. You're cycling on your own. Peppa can ride on her own without stabilisers.
Wow!
She goes to find her friends. Look at me, shouts Peppa. I can ride my bike properly. Danny, Susie and Rebecca all cheer. Hooray! Come on, says Peppa. Let's race down the hill again. Danny, Susie and Rebecca ring their bells. Peppa loves riding her bicycle. Everyone loves riding bicycles. The end. Peppa Pig, a trip to the moon. It is a lovely sunny day, and George and his friend Edmund are playing with their space toys in the garden. Oh dear, Edmund's space toy has landed on Peppa's head. She is not happy. Are you going to the moon, boys? Says Daddy Pig. No, says George. It's just boring space stuff for babies, Daddy, says Peppa. It's not real. Space is real, Peppa, replies Daddy Pig. Mummy Pig tells everyone there is a show at the museum that is all about the moon.
Wow!
That sounds fun. Shall we go and see it? Asks Daddy Pig.
Hooray!
George and Edmund laugh. They want to see the show. At the museum, they all buy tickets. Are we really going to the moon? Peppa asks. No, Peppa, it's just pretend, Miss Rabbit tells her. Mr. Rabbit is a tour guide. "This way for our trip to the moon," he calls, leading him inside. "Prepare for takeoff." When they are all seated in the rocket, a voice booms, "Blast off!" "We live on a planet. Does anyone know what it's called?" Mr. Rabbit asks. "Earth," Daddy Pig guesses. "That's right," Mr. Rabbit smiles. "And what is the moon made of?" Mr. Rabbit wants to know next. "The moon is made of cheese, of course," Daddy Pig jokes. But Mr. Rabbit doesn't find it very funny. "No, the moon is made of rock. This is a serious tour, so no jokes, please." "It is pretend, though, isn't it?" Peppa asks. "Yes, Peppa. If it was the real moon, you could jump over my head," Mr. Rabbit tells her. "Gravity is what keeps us on the ground, and it is weaker on the moon, so you can jump higher."
Wow.
Some big rubber bands drop down and Mr. Rabbit straps everyone in. Peppa and the others feel like they are jumping on the moon. It is so much fun. Miss Rabbit tells them to say, "Moon cheese," as she takes a picture. It is the end of the tour, so Miss Rabbit takes everyone to the moon shop. "How about some real moon cheese?" says Miss Rabbit. "How much is it?" asks Daddy Pig. £5, please," says Miss Rabbit. £5? snorts Daddy Pig. "It's all for a good cause," says Miss Rabbit. "I like the moon now because it is very interesting," says Peppa, holding a picture of everybody bouncing on the moon. "And very tasty," laughs Daddy Pig, eating his yummy moon cheese. The end. Peppa Pig, the train ride. Today, Madame Gazelle, Peppa and her friends are going on a train ride. "Can I see your tickets, please?" Mr. Rabbit asks them. The children wave their tickets in the air. "Oh no, I've lost my ticket," Pedro cries. "There's your ticket," Madame Gazelle says, pointing to a ticket on the ground. "Try not to lose it again," says Mr. Rabbit, smiling at Pedro. "All aboard," calls Miss Rabbit, the train driver, as the train pulls into the station. The children and Madame Gazelle jump onto the train and take their seats. The train pulls out of the station and heads down the hill. Madame Gazelle gives the children an activity sheet.
Wow.
They have to spot a boat, a signal box, and a tunnel. Just then Peppa says, "I can see Grandad Dog." "Ahoy there!" Grandad Dog calls. "Hooray!" the children cheer, and then they tick their boat on their activity sheets. Pedro doesn't feel very well, so Madame Gazelle lets him go to the front of the train. Miss Rabbit lets him wear her hat and drive the train for a bit, which makes him feel much better. The train puffs slowly uphill. The train puffs quickly downhill. "Whee!" cry the children. The train stops at the junction to let Mrs. Duck and her friends safely across. "A signal box, that's on our list," says Peppa. Hooray! The children cheer, and then they tick signal box on their activity sheets. The train sets off again. Toot toot! Suddenly it all goes dark. Ooh, we're in a tunnel, Peppa says. A tunnel is the last thing on our list. The children tick tunnel on their activity sheets and give a cheer. Hooray! Last stop, Miss Rabbit calls. But Madame Gazelle, how will we get home? Peppa asks. We are home, Peppa, Madame Gazelle replies. The train has gone in a big circle. So they are right back where they started. Tickets, please, Mr. Rabbit says one last time. Pedro, can I have my hat back, please? Miss Rabbit asks. When Pedro lifts up the hat, there is his ticket. Oh, that's where I put it, Pedro says, and everybody giggles. The end. First words with Peppa Pig. Level 1. The traffic jam. Meet Peppa, George, Mummy Pig, Daddy Pig, Granny Pig, and Grandpa Pig. Learn. For, go, here, is, not, said, the, where. Read. House, traffic jam, car, potatoes. Look, potatoes for lunch, potatoes for Peppa, George, Daddy and Mummy Pig, said Grandpa Pig. Where is Peppa? She is not here yet, said Granny Pig. Peppa is not at Granny Pig's house yet. Peppa is in the car. The car is in a traffic jam. Go, cars, go, said Daddy Pig. The cars sat still. Oh no! In you go, said Grandpa Pig to the potatoes. Lunch for us all. Where is Peppa? Said Granny Pig. We can go here to get to Granny Pig's house, said Daddy Pig. Where is Granny Pig's house? Said Mummy Pig. It's not here, said Peppa. It is not, said Daddy Pig. Where can we go next? Said Peppa. Granny Pig's house is not here, said Mummy Pig. It is not, said Daddy Pig. We cannot get to Granny Pig's house, said Peppa. The car is back in the traffic jam. It is at the back. Granny Pig's house is not here, said Mummy Pig. It is not. I can ring Granny Pig, said Daddy Pig. Here is lunch. Where is Peppa? Said Grandpa Pig. She is not here. The car is in a traffic jam. It is at the back, said Granny Pig. We can go too, Peppa, said Grandpa Pig. Hooray! Granny Pig and Grandpa Pig go to find Peppa. Here is Peppa, said Granny Pig. And the potatoes, said Grandpa Pig. Yum, said Daddy Pig. Potatoes for us all, said Grandpa Pig. The end. Peppa Pig, creepy cobwebs. Look at all the cobwebs. Mummy Pig says that cobwebs mean spiders, and spiders are creepy. Peppa likes creepy things. When it gets dark, she makes scary faces with her torch. What else is scary? A wiggly worm? Fizzing fireworks? Or a rocket ride to the moon? At the museum, George meets a very scary dinosaur. Luckily, it is only a robot. Even Daddy Pig gets the creeps sometimes. Don't worry, it's only Mr. Skinny Legs. And if things ever get too scary, Mummy Pig is there to give everybody a big piggy cuddle. The end.
Hi kids, did you have fun watching this video? Then like and subscribe for more.